Hello there, everyone. We've now made it to lesson 91. Miracles are seen in light. And then we're asked to remember that miracles and vision obviously go together. Well, let's remember what those are. Miracles are those shifts in my perception, the shifts in the way I see things that allow me to be aware of love's presence. And vision has to do with seeing the presence of someone beyond the body. So we're still talking about being here in time and space, but seeing and experiencing from a place of love instead of from a place of fear, which is what we're doing now. Then it says, this awareness of love's presence is always there. It's like whether we see it or not doesn't mean that a miracle isn't present. It just means the way I'm looking needs to be changed. It tells us that we're going to see miracles. We're going to become aware of love's presence in the light of our understanding, in the light of really our own loving nature. And if I'm not willing to operate out of my own loving nature, I'm not going to see them. So to us then, light, compassion, love, the choice to see beyond the physical is essential. And if we don't do that, then the miracle, this awareness that love is always present, we're not going to see. And because we don't see it, we're going to be convinced it's not there. And then it says, okay, denial of light leads to failure to perceive it. Well, that would make sense. If we insist that something is not there, it just is blotted out of our awareness. It's the selective perception thing. So if I am convinced that light is not there, then I can't use it because I literally don't know it's present. And then because we're not seeing it and don't know it's present, then that makes the darkness in which we live, not the lack of sunshine or something like that, but the darkness of our unknowing, so to speak, just makes the idea that there's any other way to see meaningless. To be told that what you do not see is there sounds like insanity. It's very difficult to become convinced that we're the insane ones now because there actually is something here to see. So we've got everything, as always, upside down and backwards, 180 degrees off because we do not doubt what we see, the images that are created with our body's eyes. Our faith is in what we see currently from the separate self-egoic perspective. And then it says, how can this be reversed? And then the next statement is very bewildering. For you, it's impossible. That's referring to the ego mind. Of course, happily, we're not relying only on our egos, which are beliefs that have no power. And of course, I couldn't do anything if that's all I had to rely on. It then goes on to say, our efforts, however small they may be, however little our willingness may be, we've got huge support. And then it's going to talk a lot about strength. If we only realize how great the strength of this support, our doubts would vanish. And so now we're going to try to find this strength. We're going to try to feel the strength in ourselves. And miracles, that awareness of the presence of love, is easy under those circumstances. The reason why is that our sense of being small and limited and weak hides the awareness of love's presence. And then it says, they will leap into awareness as we begin to feel our own strength. So now, strength is the issue of the day. And so it asks us to set aside 3 times today for 10 minutes. You might think, 10 minutes for 3 times. Okay, that's 30 minutes out of 24 hours. If this is important to you, we'll figure out a way to do this. That we're going to set aside this for a quiet time where we're going to try to move beyond this sense of being weak and small and I don't have much going for me. You can accomplish this by instructing ourselves to remember we are not essentially a body. We're associated with a body right now, but that's not our essential identity. It says faith goes to what you want, and you instruct your mind accordingly. Now, it's talked before about the power of our will. It's going to say it again. Our will, which has all the strength in the world to do what we desire, is going to be in charge. You can escape the idea that you are only a body if that's what you want to. Now, if you insist that, no, I really do want the most important thing in my life is for me to be a body, then obviously you can't escape it because you're choosing that to be your primary identity. But you don't have to. It's entirely up to you. And then it says that the body is weak, but the presence of us is strong. Look at all the things that can happen to bodies. They can be cut, burned, drowned, smashed. They're very fragile. But the presence of us is not fragile at all. And our will is anything but weak. It's what has the power. So now start these longer practice periods with this statement of true cause and effect relationships. Miracles are seen in light. The awareness of love's presence becomes known to me when I want to see the presence of something or someone that's not just the form. I want to see the essence behind it. The body's eyes don't perceive that. The body's eyes are just seeing forms. It says vision and seeing beyond form is what we're trying to do. It's like there's a presence in everything. Okay, say this. I am not a body, so what am I? And really ask that question. It says this question is needed because we need to begin to open our minds a little bit. We're absolutely positive right now that I am primarily a body and maybe there's some spirit someplace, and that this idea has to be undone so that what we really are can be revealed to us. It says the belief that you're a body calls for correction because it's merely a mistake. The truth of you calls on the strength in you to bring to your awareness what's really so, to bring to your awareness what these false beliefs about ourselves conceal. So it keeps saying, well, if you're not a body, what are you? Like we need to be really in the question of that. We need to know what this Holy Spirit, this inner directive, uses to replace the image of a body. It says you need to have an experience and feel something that feels solid, like it's really there. This isn't just some wild imaginary thing. You can actually feel the presence of love, and that's where we want to put our attention. Remember, only love has power. So if you're not a body, what are you? Keep asking this in honesty. Then it gives us a list of attributes here. I am not weak, but strong. I am not helpless, but powerful. And I am not limited, but unlimited. I am not lost. I'm not small. I'm not wrong. This is like a find and replace function on your computer. Obviously, you're all computer literate or you couldn't be listening to this. In the edit function, there's something called find and replace, so that if you're looking for a certain word in a document, so it finds it and then you can replace. This is a find and replace in your own brain, so to speak. And if I were you, I wouldn't even say the words about what I am not. I would just go right for I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm unlimited, I'm certain, and put all your attention and focus on the certainty of that. Say that from a place of strength within yourself. And then it says, of course, in the second part of this, just get the sense of experiencing these things as the truth about you. Particularly concentrate on being strong. All weakness is associated with being a body, and strength comes from recognizing we are a presence. We're a presence that has all of these characteristics and many more built into it. Okay, for the rest of the time, just relax, confident that our efforts are fully supported. We have the whole universe supporting us in trying to do this 180-degree change of mind, which obviously we don't do all at once. We are just taking it one step at a time. And then it says it's from these loving thoughts, all of these capitalized letters. Let's just say these are expressions of support and love. And we're going to keep feeling stronger and stronger as we keep realizing, I really am strong. I really am all of these fabulous adjectives. Just get the sense that I have this giant support system and that I'm embraced and I'm protected and that I'm held up and that the light that I need to be able to see beyond the physical is right here being offered to me. I'm being supported with it. I'm surrounded by it. And their strength, and their, again, with all these capital T's, refers to, let's just say, the collective support system. There's no way you can understand that, so just use that as a word for all of them. That strength allows me to see beyond the physical. So then, of course, for the little short periods, several times an hour, just keep remembering this. Miracles are seen in light. I don't want to close my eyes because of this. That's if you see something that disturbs you greatly. Okay, very important lesson. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.